guys, my name is Melanie and I wanted to share something with you guys because it's been coming up in my life a little bit recently. I'm actually going traveling in a couple of weeks, and I'm going traveling all over Europe and Asia and maybe the US, so I'm doing quite a bit of that, and I'm only traveling out of a 30-litre backpack. That's pretty crazy to some people, and a lot of people have had the most concerns about beauty products. Girls kind of my age ask me how I'm doing it and like how I'm going to take makeup and everything. I am taking quite a bit of makeup and everything I need in terms of skincare and hair care and everything like that. I'm taking everything in this kind of toiletries bag. It's from Muji. I will do like a whole packing video if you guys want to see what I actually end up filling this with. It has a little hook and those are the compartments, and then just that in there. So it's quite small, and I am putting my makeup and my skincare stuff in here, and like my deodorant and toothbrush and all that kind of stuff in there too. So in this kind of conversation, the one thing that has like kind of stood out to people is that I don't wash my hair. It's something I've been doing for probably, I want to say like a year and a half now, and I have gotten to the point where I'm fairly comfortable with it, and I'm fairly comfortable to share like my advice with people. This is like a whole thing called no poo, which I thought a lot of people had heard about, but I guess not. The reason I did this in the first place is because shampoos and conditioners can contain a lot of chemicals. Even the natural ones can contain some chemicals to like preserve the natural ingredients if you don't look at the ingredients properly. And that can penetrate like your skin, like in your scalp, and go into your bloodstream. Obviously, seeing as like I live a more natural life, I don't want all these chemicals in my bloodstream. They can be absorbed in like 30 seconds, so leaving like conditioners and stuff sitting in your hair is a terrible idea. So yeah, this is how I don't wash my hair with shampoo and conditioner. I did wash my hair every second day when I first started this with shampoo and conditioner. Then I stretched it out to like every third day, then every fourth day. And then in between washes, I started using a dry shampoo. I used a lot of aerosol ones, and they're not the best to travel with for starters, and they're also not the best for you, or for the environment for that matter. So I started using a Lush one, and it's actually so good. I used a lot of natural ones, a lot of powders and stuff like that, and I found a lot of them are just not great. So I found this Lush one and I was pleasantly surprised. I actually still have the bottle that I first bought, which is this little bottle here. It's like a baby version of this one, and I still have some left because you barely need any of this. But I did get a new one because I'm going traveling, and also I don't think that's very hygienic to kind of keep that long, but whatever. So I started using a dry shampoo. That kind of helped me in between washes, and then it got to the point where I started using no poo alternatives. So I would use like powdered teas and a whole bunch of random stuff in my hair to kind of wash it, and don't worry about it because none of that stuff worked. My hair would just like stick together, like it would just look really gross, and I would not recommend that to anyone. And around that time as well, I was using Dr. Bronner's soap to wash my body and my face. So I decided to try using a little bit of that to wash my hair. I still do that to this day if I have a lot of kind of this stuff in my hair, like if I have a lot of product build up, to kind of clean that out, I will just use a little bit of Dr. Bronner's soap, just put a few drops in my hand with some water and do that, and then in the shower just kind of rinse. I kind of just rinse the front bit of it because you don't want to dry out to the ends of your hair and kind of damage them. So I just do the crown of my head pretty much and then just rinse it out. That is kind of what I still do to this day. But about 6 months ago, I was talking to my boyfriend and I realized that he doesn't use shampoo or conditioner. He probably like washes his hair with Dr. Bronner's maybe once a month, because he has short hair and he gets his hair wet under the shower every single day. He just does like a rinse, I guess, with water with his hair and like scrubs it clean. I did read a little bit about that, and it does actually work with long hair. So I probably now wash my hair with Dr. Bronner's maybe once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, because now every 3 or 4 days when I wash my hair with water, I just use warm water and then I massage my scalp quite a bit. I make sure to like really get in there for a long time, and then I use some kind of wet dry brush. I actually just lost my hairbrush, so I ordered a new one. Essentially you just brush your hair through when it's wet, and that will distribute the oils from your scalp through to the ends of your hair. Same kind of thing that it does when your hair is dry, so I do make sure to brush it every single day. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do now. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit extra, or if you do want like a no poo alternative, what did work for me was sea salt. I would put sea salt in like boiling water and like dissolve it and then blend it with some cold water and then put it over my head in the shower and like rinse my head like shampoo. It gives you the same kind of feeling, and then rinse that out, and then I would use apple cider vinegar as conditioner. Just mix some apple cider vinegar in like a jar of water and then just kind of pour it over your head. It doesn't smell the best, but I would leave it in there for like 5 or 10 minutes and then I would rinse it out and the smell goes away entirely. I feel like when I do that, the sea salt emphasizes a little bit more wave in my hair because my hair is almost dead straight. Yeah, that is what I do, and as you can see, like my hair is pretty clean. I also make sure to like air dry my hair, and I probably use hot tools on my hair maybe like twice a year. I kind of just let my hair be natural. Sometimes it's a little bit more crazy than other days. Some days it's okay. I do have to let you know as well, probably as a little disclaimer, that since I started doing this, every time that I use normal shampoo and conditioner, like one time we stayed at some place like an Airbnb and they had shampoo and conditioner. Another time I stayed at my parents' house and I used my sister's shampoo and conditioner. Even though they were more natural, my scalp burned. Like it was so itchy, and I was like itching my scalp until it bled. Like it was horrible. So I'm not going back to using shampoo and conditioner again. Fine, if I do, I'd have to find like the most natural version, but honestly, I'm not going to carry it around while I'm traveling in this little thing because it takes up space. You have to constantly refill it. I don't see the point in it. And my hair, like the first thing to get oily are my bangs. So if I use a tiny bit of this, like literally not even a pea-size amount in my bangs, I can go an extra few days, and then when my head gets oily, I just wash it with water or Dr. Bronner's. A lot of people seem to say as well that Dr. Bronner's breaks their hair. When you first try it out, I would dilute it with some water. Because I only use it on the front of my head, I honestly have not seen any kind of breakages or anything. But if you use it on your whole head, like I feel like the ends could break because it is a little bit more abrasive. So try and dilute it if you're going to use it over your whole head, or dilute it first before you try it out. I haven't had any terrible experiences with it. Nothing but like good things to say about Dr. Bronner's. I use a face oil, so I just put some of my face oil on the ends and stuff just to keep them hydrated. I don't do oil masks anymore because that is a nightmare to wash out. So if you want to try this out, I would definitely recommend getting some Dr. Bronner's soap. It's super useful for so many things. A dry shampoo to kind of like keep you in between washes and stuff, and I would recommend a brush, like a wet to dry brush. I'll leave some links down below where I got my new one. I got a baby brush to go traveling with, but you guys can use a regular size brush. Yeah, that's what I would recommend as my little starter kit. So if you have any questions, leave them down below for me. Shh. If you have any questions, leave them down below for me. And if you want to see like what I pack in this and what I pack in my 30-litre bag for traveling literally around the world, then let me know, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at Melanie Morales, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.